Are you tired of clicking same buttons over and over again, navigating through clunky forms? What if I tell you can automate any UI in the world with just 16 lines of code? That's true, just 16 lines of code. That sounds crazy, right? But I'm going to show you step by step how you can do that. By the end of this video, you'll be automating like a pro, even if you're an absolute beginner. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm in VS Code, and this is that 16 lines of code. Literally, you can copy this code and you can automate any UI, which I'll show you in a bit. Before beginning, we need to install a couple of things, a couple of packages, and also we need to have an OpenAI key. Let's do that first. Okay, we need browser use because we are using browser use tool for automation. Also Playwright. Playwright is a Microsoft created web UI framework, so we need both of that. Let us install that. Terminal, go to new terminal and pip install browser use. Okay, browser use has been installed. Now let me clear the screen. And the next one is Playwright. Okay, install that. I've already installed, that's the reason it took pretty fast. And the next thing is you need to have an OpenAI key. For that, go to platform.openai.com, go to billing, and here you need to top up some amount. And after that, generate an API key. As I have an API key already generated, I'm going to use the same one. Okay, let me clear this one. And let me paste the query which I've already made here. And the instruction is just plain English, plain text. Please log into gmail.com with username, my username, which I've stored in .env file, and password that's also in env file. You can see in lines 7 and 8 I'm getting username and password from environment variable. And draft an email with subject checking availability, and draft the content here but when you will be available for a catch up, and then I'm selling and send it to codewithvijay@gmail.com. That's all. With these steps, it will simply do the magic. It will go to the UI, it will enter the credential and the login form and login, and it draft the message and it send the message to codewithvijay@gmail.com. And before running this, you need to save the API key which you have generated from OpenAI. You have to save that in a variable like this, OpenAI underscore key in .env file. Then only it can connect to OpenAI. Okay, now the steps are ready. Guys, it's as simple as this. You can give any kind of instruction to any website and it will do the action. Okay, but let's see that in action. Let me save this file and let us run this. Okay, let me clear the screen once and py browser use.py, and after we enter, the magic begins. Let's see that. Okay, it is trying to open a browser and it opened, and it tries to log in to the email we have given. Okay, it has logging in. And it's entering the credentials. Okay, it's logged into the Gmail inbox. And takes the next instruction, that is to draft an email, compose an email, and there it is. And it picks the message or the email address which we need to send email to. That's codewithvijay@gmail.com. That's correct. And it is trying to take the subject of the email, that is checking availability. It's taking a bit, but eventually we'll be there. Okay, it has filled the subject and next the body of the message. How super, isn't it? We just give the instruction in plain English. Okay, it has drafted the message and now it sends the message. Awesome, the message has been sent. Now let us go and check. We'll be able to see the message. Okay, the execution has been completed. Let me go to the inbox and check for that message. And there is a message with the same subject and with the same message. Subject is check availability and message, hey bud, when you will be available for a catch up. Awesome, right? Okay, so the first automation worked perfectly fine. I hope you know that's blowed your mind. Let's see the next example. One simple example. Let's say go to bbc.com and get the latest news. Guess what? You can do this automation and get the latest news all the time, and you can post it in your Twitter, for example, to get more followers. And let's see how simple it is with the same lines of code, but just by changing the instruction. Okay, I'm back to VS Code again. Let's change this instruction to the example I have just told. That is, go to bbc.com and get the latest news. That's only change. Remaining all code remains the same. Let me run it. Okay, it will do the same steps again. It will log into, or it will navigate to bbc.com because there is no login. Okay, it's trying to load up the page, and it load up. You can remember one of these messages. For example, Tom's administration mixed something message policy, message on foreign policy, as you can see here. Just remember that, because after it gets all the messages, we can see that has been writing that message in our console. Okay, it's getting everything. We'll wait for a bit. It's getting all these news in the home page. It's getting, and once the execution has been completed, it will close the browser. Let's wait a bit more. You can see in the background here in the console, it is writing those news. Okay, see, it took everything. Basically went to the home page and got all the news. As you can see, the same news which we have seen in a few minutes back. That is, Trump's administration mixed messaging on foreign policy leaves the world guessing. How super, isn't it? It basically have given an instruction in plain English and remaining everything taken care by a browser use. It's that simple, guys. You can do this automation for anything. As I've mentioned, you can create an agent or automate your LinkedIn job search, or you can place an order in Amazon, for example. Anything, sky's the limit. Okay, just these lines of code. Only thing you need to draft is your prompt here, your question. And if you need to log into any applications, you can have that credential given here. Then just pass that credential to the instruction. It's that simple, guys. As I mentioned, sky's the limit. You can do anything of your choice. And in the next video, I'm going to implement the same thing, even with all these lines of code, because we need to do a few setup for that. But I'm planning to do that in the next video. I really hope you like the content, and if you really like it, please subscribe and please give me a thumbs up. And if you have any comments, please drop that in the comment box. It will help me to improve the content creation. So thanks, guys. Have a nice day.